What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Here we are, Bleacher Report post-game reaction. The Miami Dolphins escape a narrow win versus the New Orleans Saints 21-17. Man, oh man, oh man. You talk about a team that looks like they've been in control of this game, but not really the entire time. Man, this came down to the wire, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it at all, but the Dolphins do get the win, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. The team fought through the end of the game. Right at the end, was able to make a big stop to seal the victory, but we got to break it all down right here, right now. All right, so first and foremost, let's get something straight here. Miami, why do we choose to make life hard every week? Yay, we won. But why do we choose to make life hard every week? Like, come on, man. Like, I just don't understand it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't understand. Like, we are a way more superior team than the Saints, but why does it look like we're going toe-to-toe with them fighting? And this isn't an any given Sunday game. They played horrible the entire game for the most part. And we allowed them to do what they did at the end. I got to be honest with you, McDaniel, today, that was a knock on you and the quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa. Let's call it what it is. If you want to point fingers today in the game and say, hey, where did the Dolphins, struggle today? Mike McDaniel having his team prepared, fresh off of a bye. Let me add that as well, okay? And Tua Tagovailoa absolutely playing, I don't want to say bad, just not good football today. I don't even want to say bad, just not good football. Okay? When you really look at it, let's start out with Tua Tagovailoa, okay? 157 yards, 12 for 23, just over 50%, no touchdowns and an interception. Ladies and gentlemen, Tua, for the most part, almost threw 3 interceptions in this game. Let's just call it what it is. Now, only 1 interception showed up in the sheet, but for the most part, he almost pretty much threw 3 interceptions in this game. One of them, the refs didn't have enough evidence to say that it was a pick, and the other was just dropped. Like, you're fresh off of a bye playing the New Orleans Saints, who's one of the worst teams in the league. Secondary is chop suey, and you struggle today. And by the way, where's I just thought about it. The game is over, and it's the first time I'm thinking about it. Where was Waddle today? Where was Jalen Waddle today? I need to look at the box score. Like he made a few plays, but this is supposed to be your primary target. Our leading receiver had 47 yards in Darren Waller. Let me say that again. Our leading receiver had 47 yards in Darren Waller. Like, what happened to Waddle today? I got to look this up. Like, it escaped me. How did he get under the radar of just being missing? Waddle, 3 receptions for 40 yards, and the long was 22. 6 targets. Oh my gosh. All right, man. I think it's time. I'm ready to make some conclusions, ladies and gentlemen. I've been trying to get his team a chance. McDaniel and Tua Tagovailoa got to go. Mike McDaniel and Tua Tagovailoa got to go. It starts and ends right there. Your quarterback, fresh off of a bye, playing like an average to below average quarterback, not having the team ready and disciplined. I just don't like it. You want to know what's crazy about it? The defense, they're the ones who are actually showing up and showing out the last 4 weeks. A-Chain in the defense. That's all we have right now. A-Chain in the defense. This is not good. A-Chain in the defense. That's what the Dolphins are made of right now. And salute to Devin A-Chain. A-Chan, excuse me, I was corrected today. It's A-Chan, not A-Chain. Salute to A-Chan for reaching 1,000 yards. Keep running that rock, and I hope you get the Pro Bowl honors you should deserve this year. We got to let the season play out with the rest of these backs, but you should deserve Pro Bowl honors. You're probably the only one on the entire team that deserves a Pro Bowl honor. Okay? That's all this team is Achane and the defense right now. And I'm going to be honest with you. Even though the defense has been playing much better football lately, we ain't really played nobody. When you play a really good team, they spread it out. They're going to carve this defense up. Just like the Saints. When they came out of halftime, they made a few adjustments. They spread it out. They start going 4 wide, 5 wide, and then they start carving us up. That's just the reality of it. They went into halftime and made halftime adjustments, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it came down to. They went into halftime and made the necessary halftime adjustments. And here's proof. A lot of people aren't thinking about, what did the Dolphins do after halftime? We scored 5 points at the halftime, and one of them was a pick six on the safety. The reality is this offense scored 3 points after halftime. That's what the Dolphins did after halftime. The Saints went out. They made adjustments, and the Dolphins, we literally stayed with the same game plan. And let me go back to it. Let me see here. Yeah, Saints scored a field goal on a 10-play 37. No, Dolphins scored a field goal, forgive me, on a punt. Dolphins scored a field goal after the Saints punted at the beginning. But the Saints came out and they made the halftime adjustments. They spread it out. And I know that we're still fighting to try to make the playoffs and things like that. But, you know, this brings me back to what I've been preaching for the last 2 years. That's got me in a lot of trouble, and a lot of people aren't happy with me. Make the playoffs to what end? To what end? Let's go make the playoffs to what end? To get bounced in the first round? See, a lot of people used to get mad at me and say, man, why are you complaining about a victory? Because for the last 3 years, a lot of our victories look like this. For the last 3 years, we've had victories that look like this, and that can't happen. It can't happen. This is terrible football by the Miami Dolphins. Again, thank you, Achane. And thank you, defense, in this one. But the offense is broken. I think it is officially time for all Dolphin fans around the world to recognize and realize the offense is broken. That's the reality. That's all it is. The offense is broken. It's been broken for over 1.5 years now. And until you fix the offense, what are we going to do? I don't want to hear nothing about Tyreek. It was broken when he was playing early in the season. We were losing games then too. Everybody, yeah, but you don't have Tyreek. It was broken with Tyreek. We just got Austin Jackson back. We got Rasul Douglas back. We got Darren Waller back. And we out here looking even worse. Yeah, it was a win, but we look worse. We look worse than we did the last game, and the game before that, and the game before that. Fresh off of a bye, ladies and gentlemen. I'm over it. Mike McDaniel has to go. Tua Tagovailoa has to go. You got to show your fan base better than this. You can't give us heart attacks at the end of the game. Makes absolutely no sense. We're sick of it. We see through the wins now. What, you want me to come on here and be like, yeah, we won. We closer to the playoff. I'm not going to fool myself. Look at what we just witnessed. Look at what we just witnessed. We were on the cusp of losing. Be quite honest with you, Olave on that deep ball, he just dropped it. That was game. Somebody in the chat said Tua was just off. Yes, he was. Fresh off of a bye. Fighting for your future in the NFL. You look off. You looked off. 53% completion or whatever it was. No touchdowns and an interception. Should have been 3 interceptions, but that's fine. No, I'm not tripping. This team is tripping. I mean, and when you say Tua was just off, I don't remember the last time he was on. I'm not sure I remember the last time he was on, like completely on. Big Dog said, if it's broke, why are you complaining about it every week? Because there's a lot of people that still don't see that it's broke. And it's my job to come up here and tell y'all what I think and show you exactly what I've been talking about. That's why I talk about it every week. Because I'm blessed to come over on here on Bleacher Report and give my take on the game. And once again, so when we get in the offseason, we understand what the mission is. The mission is to upgrade at the coaching position and the quarterback position. And if you can't do it this year, then you need a bridge. You can't keep going in this route, this direction. It's terrible. The offense is broken. And for the people that's still holding out hope that don't think it's broken, how many times are you going to sit back on a Sunday and be like, man, if they could just do this, they got to figure it out. At some point, you just realize they can't. They can't. I mean, I'll even take it a step further. At this point, I can't believe I'm about to say this. I can't believe I'm about to say this. Wait, did he? Oh, my gosh. Tyler Shuck outplayed Tua. Tyler Shuck outplayed Tua Tagovailoa. Tyler Shuck. Oh my gosh, we just got to do better, man. And Dolphin fans deserve better. Somebody said worst fan base ever. Well, yeah, we're going to be the worst fan base ever when the product that they put on the field keeps on treating us like this. Like, we've been through it. I don't know if you're 12 years old or something like that commenting in the comment section, but you obviously haven't been through it with this team enough. And I agree, it is more Tua than the coach, but the coach is the reason Tua is even here and got an extension to begin with. He the one went in that front office and said, man, you got to give him the money. He's the guy. I promise you, he's the guy. He's the one that vouched for him, and he was wrong. He got to pay for that. He got to be held accountable for that. That was his decision. So when you got a coach making critical decisions like that, let's make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, Mike McDaniel was the lead catalyst in giving the extension. So he has to be accountable for that. Don't tell me somebody in the chat said the coach inherited Tua. No. You may have inherited him, but it was your decision to continue down the road with him. You had an opportunity to not inherit him anymore. You're the one that went in that office and vouched that this guy can elevate a team. You're the one that went in that front office and told them, pay him like he can elevate a team because he can. And y'all about to witness it. And he was wrong. He was wrong. Someone in the chat, yeah, but let's be honest. They told Tua not to run because he's too fragile. It's a lose-lose situation. They told him not to run because he's fragile. If they didn't tell him not to run, he would run and then he'd get hurt and be out. Then we would be even more delusional saying, well, if Tua didn't get hurt, we would have been better off. That ship has sailed. We've already proven that to be false. We've already proven that to be false. It's not a case of if he can stay healthy, this team can win. No, if he can stay healthy, they just as bad as regardless. Just as bad regardless. I've been telling y'all this for 3 years. It starts at the quarterback position. If you ain't got one of those guys, you need one. It's that simple. The play calling was questionable. No doubt about it. But you know the only thing that I focus on? What can you control? Were there plays out there that could have been made by our quarterback and he didn't? Yep. Well, who cares about the play call on a third down when you throw him behind the tight end when we need to get that critical first down? Who cares about the play call when you just heaving up first down Hail Marys for interceptions? Who cares about the place call when your ball placement is atrocious on critical downs? Who cares? Who cares about the O-line when you got the pass off, but it was a bad pass? You want to make it about everything around him. Guess what? Look around the NFL. There are guys making plays despite. And that's what it's about. See, we want the team to carry him. Until Dolphin fans want the quarterback to carry the team or try to, we're going to always be in this position. We're going to always be in this position. We're supposed to be celebrating a win, but we know what's at stake. Today gives you no confidence that the Dolphins can win out. That's the problem. Today gives, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, you determine it in the chat. Did today give you confidence that the Miami Dolphins can win out? You let me know. Maybe I'll shut up for a second and ask y'all the question. Yes or no in the chat. Did the Miami Dolphins win today give you confidence that they can win out? For those who want us to win out so that we can maybe sneak in. Maybe sneak in. If your O-line is bad, a good quarterback can't do anything. This has nothing to do with the O-line, though. This has absolutely nothing to do with the O-line, ladies and gentlemen. Did the O-line affect Tua Tagovailoa from throwing it behind the tight end on that critical third down? Did the O-line have anything to do with that? Did the O-line have anything to do with the heave up to Waddle that was intercepted? See, y'all always talk about the O-line. Did the O-line have any, and this is what I try to explain to y'all. If Tua would have just made those plays, we wouldn't have said anything about the O-line. And these are plays that had nothing to do with the O-line. This whole game had nothing to do with the O-line. Is that what we're going to do? Well, that's what we've been doing. I'm not going to sit here and be a fool and act surprised. That's what we've been doing. Blaming everything except the quarterback who needs to be top-notch at this time of the year. Now, a blessing is a blessing. Thankfully, we got the W. But come on, man. We got to be better. We're talking about our future. I'm a proponent of getting back to, I just want us to get back to prominence sooner rather than later. Can't Tua at least try to run? Tua, let me clear something up here. I don't care if they told Tua not to run. That's a bunch of crap. And by the way, don't listen to nobody who tells Tua that the team instructed him he's not allowed to run. That's a bunch of crap. He is allowed to run if it's there. If it's there and available, he is allowed to run. What they want him to do is be smarter and make sure he slides and get down or get out of bounds, get rid of the football in time. That's what they want. This notion where they don't want him to run. No, they don't want him to be reckless. There was one play where it was a play action rollout, had a guy in the flat, the corner followed the flat, and he got literally 20 yards in front of him. 20 yards in front of him. And what does he do? Throw a dud. Throws a dud when he can go easily at least get 7 at a minimum with a successful slide and time and more room. It's Tua because he knows if I get hurt, it's over for me. It's all about Tua, ladies and gentlemen. I've been saying this for 5 years now. It's always been about him. And then when we go get all the weapons and everything around him, we all, he's slicing and dicing. I say, no, the team around him slicing and dicing. He is delivering the football. Everything's on easy street, except against the good teams, by the way. I'm over it. And I'm pretty confident many of you are over it. In a win, yes. Yes. Don't give me no O-line. A-Chain running through nice lanes, nice pushes. Now, A-Chain also makes things happen that ain't there. That's the greatness of A-Chain. That's the greatness of A-Chain. making things happen that what is not there. But for the most part, with the tosses outside and stuff, they creating these lanes. They doing their job. Pass protection, Tua had time today. Tua was just fine today. But sometimes they took away that first read, and then he got happy feet trying to figure it out. That's what it comes down to, man. Dolphin fans, agree or disagree? Let me tell you, you want better in the future? You want better in the future? We need to upgrade our quarterback position. Keep looking until you find the guy. Oh, we drafted another guy and he didn't work out. Oh, well, next. Oh, we drafted another one. He didn't work out. Okay, next. But what you can't do is stick with the guy 6, 7, 8 years and then go to the next for 6, 7, 8 years and then go, man, we already knew this. We knew this years ago. We're just like, oh, but we're cooking. But it was the injuries. We're going to, for the record, we're going to always have something to blame. We are going to always have something to blame. How long in the future? 3 years, 5 years? What we need to do, honestly, I've already said this to y'all several times. The Dolphins need to clean house, get every asset you can. Go get that first and third round pick for Waddle. See if you can go get a first round pick for Achane now because his value is going up. Take all that ammunition and go build your O-line and keep looking for your quarterback. Oh, man, now you tripping. You want to get rid of Achane. I love Achane. I would love for Achane to be a part of the future of the Dolphins winning Super Bowls. But if you don't realize that this team at a minimum is about to have a 2-year reset, and it could be longer if they don't fully reset and they keep trying to have a successful team. You need to reset this whole thing. So what you think Achane going to be doing for the next 2.5 years here in Miami? Getting beat up, rushing for 12, 13, 14, 1,500 yards, getting beat up, making Pro Bowls, getting beat up. Then when you finally ready to compete, you might see a shell of him. It's typical with a lot of running backs. You look up, this guy's catching the ball, running the ball, taking hits after hits after hits because he the only thing on your roster. You're going to wear him down. He going to be a Pro Bowler, maybe even an All-Pro. He going to be amazing for us. We're going to be rooting. And then when we're ready to compete, is he even available or the same player anymore because we ran him in the dirt? That's what you got to ask yourself. That's what you got to ask yourself. That's just smart. You just got to think about these things and not just, oh, he's great, don't get rid of him. I said the same thing about Xavier Howard years back, and everybody told me I'm the most delusional, ridiculous fan alive. I told you, we rebuilding. Why are we extending Xavier Howard? Go get your second-round pick or first rounder that Baltimore is offering right now. And everybody told me, you're ridiculous. You want to get rid of our best players. I say, we're rebuilding. He could be great, but what does it matter? Him making a Pro Bowl and us winning 8, 9 games and missing the playoffs. And like clockwork. And I told you, you run the risk of him breaking down even more. And sure enough, here we are. He comes out. We waste 2 years and extend him, money and all, and we end up getting rid of him anyway. We end up moving on anyway. Miami got to take the cap hit. Tua got to go. And you need to go start looking for your new quarterback. Why go get the pick when they keep picking bum CB? Well, here's the deal. We can't make that assumption. We have to allow our new general manager to be given a fair opportunity. That's an assumption on the new general manager. If Greer was still here, I see your point, but it's unfair to put Greer on the new general manager. Let's see what that turns out to be first. Okay? Let's see what the new general manager does first. He might nail it. He might knock it out of the park. We can't be unfair to the new GM and just say, well, we keep making bad picks. You got to get a new guy the fair opportunity. Dolphins get the W thanks to the defense, HN. Great. Hey, it's a win is a win, but man, they got to stop trying to give us heart attacks, man. Like for real, okay? But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not happy. I am happy that we got to win. Anytime we see a W in that column is exciting, but man, we got to be better. The Miami Dolphins have to be better. And I'm going to tell you now what this game told me, McDaniel and Tua got to go. They just not the future. They're holding us back. And it ain't even so much McDaniel, but again, McDaniel got to answer for helping put us in this position. We keep glazing over that. McDaniel was the advocate for the extension. You're fresh off of a bye and your team out here looking like they about to get a game stolen from them. Cannot happen. Thank y'all for tuning in to Bleacher Report again. This is my post-game reaction. Good win, Miami. We're going to take the W's and we're going to celebrate. But this should tell every Dolphin fan what time it is. And at a minimum, maybe you still have faith in McDaniel, fine. But Tua got to go. Let's stop lying. Tua got to go. Stop lying to ourselves. If you lie to yourself, you lie to whoever. It's Waller in the back of the end zone. You sail it high when he wide open. Like it's too many in this game. This man should have had 2-3 touchdowns. Blowing it. I can't. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Fins up no matter what, regardless. But I'm out of here, man. I'll see y'all later. Hopefully the Bills lose because I don't like them. Peace. I'm out. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in on YouTube. I'm about to go hang out with the family, and if I have some time, I might cover some of these midday games, but we'll see. No guarantees. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Y'all take care. Peace. I am out.